If this is not your first time on my live stream, you will be like, oh my God. Yeah, if this is not your first time on my live stream, you'll probably be surprised about my look today. And my look is like this because I had a photo shoot today. It lasted from 3 p.m. It's 10 p.m. in Russia right now. And we had amazing, like the most amazing time today. We went to see all of St. Petersburg, most beautiful places. We went on rooftops. We went to the embankment to my university where I studied, and we took a lot of gorgeous pictures in different outfits. They're going to be on my Instagram really soon. But yeah, welcome to this traditional live stream. Let me open everything. I hope you can hear me, guys. Let me know if you can hear me. And also let me know where you're watching this live stream from. This is a traditional live stream. It's so I go live every Tuesday, 10 p.m. Russian time, which probably doesn't mean anything to you. It's 7 p.m. London time and 12 p.m. California time. And I think in India it's around 1 a.m. because I know I have a lot of people who follow me from India. And yeah, the way we do this live streams, that you ask me questions and I tell you my life updates and I answer your questions. And there's also an opportunity to ask me like a really long question, and you're able to do that on linguatrip.com, which is our website. And I'm gonna give you a link where I'll be reading the comments. Just give me a moment. Yeah, guys, let me know how the sound is like, because today I have a very great setup. This is these are my cookies that I'm eating, and this is my mic. So I'm very, I've gone really professional. Yeah, I actually see the first questions. So just if you're watching from on YouTube, oh wow, 117 people, that was pretty fast. Hello everyone, welcome to this live stream. I am posting a link below where you can ask me questions. It's linguatrip.com/webinar/80/blah blah blah. So it's below this video, 185 people. Oh wow. Thank you so much for joining me for this live stream. Let me know if this is your first time watching this. Because yeah, if it's your first time, you won't be surprised by my look. If it's not your first time, you will be surprised that I'm all made up, wearing really strong makeup. And yeah, I just finished shooting one of my Russian channel videos, and I have just finished a photo shoot for my Instagram. My Instagram is Lingua Marina. If you haven't seen it, please take a look. Okay, so we have people from Colombia, Sweden. Let me see. So we have people from Colombia, Sweden, Florida. Hello, Florida. Florida was my dream state. It was the first state when, so when I came to the States, the first state that I visited was Florida. Please tell me, when did you apply for your MBA intake round 1 or round 2? So when I applied for my University of Florida and Johns Hopkins MBA. I applied in the round 2. When I applied for my MIT MBA, I applied in round 1, so in September. I would say it doesn't really matter unless your GMAT makes a big difference. So for example, you just started preparing and you know that if you take your GMAT now, then you're gonna score like 700 and you're gonna apply in September. But if you take more time to prepare and if you take your GMAT in December, then you're gonna score 735. Then your chances are bigger if you apply in round 2 with the GMAT of 735. Again, this is my personal opinion, and so all of my opinions are based on statistics that we see from the students who actually use our services on linguatrip.com to enroll to American universities, and this is what we see. So the difference of at least 35 points on GMAT makes a huge difference. So there are people from Sweden, Brazil, India. Sweden is so close. I've been to Sweden and we went there by bus. So St. Petersburg is, I know many people will be surprised, but St. Petersburg is like 2 hours drive from Finland. Just Russian. Yeah, watch just just Russian video, because I'm doing this vlog about Russia and I thought it would be just Russian, but I'm going to do an exclusive English vlog about Moscow, where I'm going on Friday, but I'm going to be there for like 2 days. But you know, one of the most amazing things is that my friend, he just started working for an American company that does discounted hotel bookings, and I'm hoping that he's booking Ritz-Carlton for me, which is on Red Square, for me to shoot a video there. So I'm so excited, and I'm going to be talking in one of the largest startup schools in Russia, which is called Skolkovo. They invited me to give a speech about hiring people to my company. Okay, Brazil, Egypt, definitely Russia, Poland, Morocco. What? Okay, Syria. Network is weak. Okay, I hope last time the live stream switched off like, oh my god, 100 times. Hopefully this time it's gonna be all stable and I'm gonna answer all your questions. I'm so sorry guys for last time, but I'm hoping that today is gonna be fine. Yeah, I have some messages coming from LinguaTrips employees. Yeah, and I'm just like, the whole day today was so funny because people were taking pictures of me and I was like texting their employees. That is so funny. Okay, I'm gonna like this. Okay, and on to your next questions. Oh my god, I lost the chat. Oh, come on. I'm sorry. Yeah, here we go. Hi from Brazil. You look different. Smoking. Oh, smoky eyes. Is that what you mean? Hello, India. I want to tell you, Thailand, Jordan, India. I'm doing my bachelor's in law. Okay. What tips can you give me to be successful in my life? That's a great question. Okay, to be successful in your life, you have to do things that you love. So choosing your job based on whatever is popular or whatever is paid the most. Like, for example, some people just open a ranking of the highest paying jobs. For example, in America, that would be a doctor, the anesthesia doctor, the one who puts you to sleep before the operation. And I think this is a really bad way to choose your destiny, to choose your life, because you have to base your choice on whatever you love the most. So for example, I love learning languages and I love learning languages. And I didn't want to become a teacher, so I was looking for alternative ways to put my hobby into business. And then I met my co-founder, Dmitry, who said, oh my god, we should start this thing. And this is how we started LinguaTrip. And the rule should be, like, if you're ready to do whatever you're doing for free for at least 2 years, then this is something that you love. This is something that you're going to do for free. And I'm saying, like, sometimes I have these consultations with people who are graduating from high school, and I ask them, what do you love the most? And they say, I love playing games. And I'm like, start a Twitch channel and stream your games. And if you see that people are joining and that you're making money with it, then go and do it. Because there are people who are winning. Like, there was this, what was it, Dota, the championship where people won $11 million, like, seriously. So you can make real money by playing games. So really do whatever you love, not what society tells you is the best job. Okay, your American accent has improved. Thank you so much, Jessica. I'm working on it all the time, but I know sometimes my Russian accent comes through, and it comes through all the time. But hopefully, yeah, I listened to my videos that I shot a year ago, and there are some slight differences. I wouldn't say changed a lot, because I think the more we grow up, the harder it is for us to change our accent. But I definitely went from British Russian to American Russian. So I'm working at it. Thank you so much. I really need to sleep. Can you upload a recording of this? Okay, I'm not going to delete it from my channel for at least like 12 or 20 hours. But then I see the statistics, because normally, like, because it's an hour-long video and it doesn't have really any topic, we're just talking to each other, it doesn't really make sense to leave it on the channel for like a year. So I'll leave it for a couple of hours, maybe a couple of days, and then you will be able to see it. How do I work in my accent? Great question. So right now I'm just trying to copy whatever I hear in American accent. So for example, I don't know, I have this friend, YouTuber Sarah, and she's in my Instagram stories every day, so I hear her accent. And then I have my friend Vornima, who is from California, and her voice is like also surrounds me when we meet each other. So I'm just trying to copy whatever they say. So if I have like in a year, if I have a friend from Texas, I'm going to be speaking with a Texas accent. And I'm going to the UK in September. So you would probably hear something about something in British British accent. But also when I'm back in San Francisco, and that's in October, I'm going to shoot a video with my singing teacher, who said that there are certain singing techniques that we can use to improve our accent. You really lost your accent. Almost, like almost. I still hear. You know what's the best thing about learning accent is that you can still hear when you realize that, oh wow, that sounded Russian. Then you can remember it, you can notice it, and next time you can pay attention. What is your favorite Hollywood movie? Maybe, well, I keep naming The Inception, but actually I watched it 5 years ago. I would say right now I watch TV shows, Silicon Valley, what else? The Suits. My favorite celebrity. Oh, wow. Celebrity. Who do I follow? Oh, Emilia Ratajkowski. I don't know the right way to pronounce her last name. She's so beautiful. Talking German. Yeah, I think it's traditional. Für mich Deutsch zu sprechen am Abend. Ja, ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. Okay. Aber ich benutze Deutsch nicht in meiner Arbeit, weil viele Schulen in Deutschland benutzen Englisch, und wenn ich etwas auf E-Mail schreibe, dann benutze ich Englisch. Deswegen brauche ich Deutsch nicht so, nicht jeden Tag. Do you watch Bollywood movies? No, I don't. Yeah, Emilia Ratajkowski, whatever. How many countries have you traveled around the world? Oh, wow. Maybe like, let me name. I've been all over Europe, so it's like maybe like 15 countries in Europe, then the UK, Canada, United States, Thailand, Egypt, Turkey, Russia, Ukraine. Oh, actually, I had it on my CV. I had it on my resume. When I prepared my resume for the universities, maybe that's another tip for you if you're preparing your resume. In the last, so normally it's a one-pager where you just list all the important information about yourself. The last line is about, so I say about my hobbies, and I said I've been doing ballets for 19 years, and I've been traveling a lot, and I've been to like 25 countries probably. That makeup though, thank you very much. Oh yeah, really nice makeup, really nice lady came here today. She actually has 3 children. You'd be surprised, like people from abroad, I also get surprised because I can compare with the States, but here, like, she came to put some makeup on me, and she looked maybe like 25, 26, and she has 3 kids, and the oldest kid looks like 6 years old, and it's standard for Russia. Like, you see a really, really young girl, and then you see a child next to her is like 10 years old, and you wouldn't believe this is this girl's child. But yeah, in Russia, people have children really early. But yeah, this is a different tradition. I live in Germany, and when I speak English, I have an accent every time. I don't know how to get it away. Yeah, I know. That's the problem, because you're in Germany. But yeah, you can work on your accent even in Germany. Again, if you watch a TV show, maybe you have a, we have a tutor on Linguatrip who's a native speaker. If you go to linguatrip.com/Skype, there's Jonathan, who is a professional teacher who's from California. And we're in the process of hiring another teacher who does language accent reduction. And once we have him on board, we will definitely record maybe some, like, a small video that we can send out to our subscribers. By the way, if you want to keep updated with our news on Linguatrip, if you go to linguatrip.com, you will see a pop-up which would ask you for your email. And we're going to send you some news, like if we hire a new teacher, definitely. We're gonna share it with you. How many foreign languages do you speak? So I speak Russian, which is my native language. I speak English, which is my favorite language. I speak German, which is my 3rd language, and which is probably like deteriorating every day because I'm not using it. But yeah. What are some aspects that you like about the Russian language? Oh, it has so many words that are untranslatable. Like, we were driving with my friend, and he said some word, we tried to translate it. You know, there's this thing for Russian, like, if you want to escape the party, and and you don't want anyone to notice that you're escaping, we use the word which is the same for like flush the toilet. So you're like flushing down the toilet. And we were thinking of the same word in English and we couldn't think of anything. So I said, I'm flushing myself from the body, but you wouldn't say that. But in Russia, there is this saying like you're flushing yourself down the toilet, whatever, when you're escaping the party. So yeah, there are these words that untranslatable, but there are also these words in English, but I feel that Russian has more. And also in terms like swearing, oh, Russian is such a rich language in terms of swearing. There was a great question. Oh, advice how to become an entrepreneur. That's a great question. So my opinion is that anyone can become a medium-sized entrepreneur. So for example, you have this passion for baking and you have an idea to open a bakery and you want to make some money with it and make it like family business. Anyone can do it once you learn the basics of business, like how to calculate the costs, once you know who to purchase the flour from, how to decorate everything. This is pretty easy to learn. But becoming an entrepreneur like Elon Musk, who is like creating the underground railway or launching spaceships, this is something you have to be born with. So to become a little crazy, to be born a little crazy with crazy ideas and be crazy enough to try and put them to life, because everybody's gonna laugh at you at first and they're gonna say you're crazy, you're just wasting your money, you're wasting your time. But then 1 out of 10 ideas shoots into space and you become Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk. Okay, I'm gonna read some questions from LinguaTrip because, as I said, you have more opportunities to write longer questions there, because here on YouTube I just skip them really fast. Okay, somebody's asking, they want to get into Harvard, MIT, Stanford, and Caltech. I will apply to all of these. I have, okay. Oh, there's a lot. Okay, so he's describing his whole life. Okay, oh, he's just hoping for positive result. Okay, if you're applying for a top university, I would suggest like doing whatever you can in terms of volunteer. I had this friend who just received full scholarship for her master's degree, and her GRE wasn't strong enough, but she had a lot of volunteer experience and the university really liked it. Okay, let's go on to the next question. By the way, we're 270 people online, which is amazing. And if you're enjoying this live stream, don't forget to like it. And I'm hoping that we're gonna go to 300 maybe today, but we'll see. Oh, I love the image. I'm like looking at myself right now at the camera. Wow, professional makeup is so cool. I wish I could do it myself as well, but no, I'm sorry. Like, she took an hour to do that, an hour and a half together with hair. But wow, there's like my hair, it feels like wood right now because it's so unnatural. There is so much stuff in it. But yeah, it looks great. I'm going to apply for financial aid. What should I fill? Oh, it depends on every single university. So every university is different. Normally they don't have any aid applications. So you just fill in your standard application, and they're gonna like the rule is they're gonna see it, look at all the applications, and they're gonna select the best applications for financial aid, so you don't have to do anything extra. Maybe if it's an assistantship, then sometimes they would require an extra form, but normally you just go with your own application. You're so beautiful today. Thank you so much. And my Insta stories. Oh, my Insta stories, they are, oh my God, piece of art. Because we went on a rooftop in St. Petersburg, and we had the most amazing sunset today. I was so scared to go on the rooftop, so on the photos I'm gonna look like that because I was really scared. But yeah, if you go to my Instagram, which is Lingua Marina, just the same name as the channel, you will see the stars. Oh, they're so beautiful. If you guys ever come to Russia, please come to St. Petersburg. This is the best place in the world, like in terms of architecture. And in summer, this is definitely the best place in the world. Not in winter, though. My English is not enough for applying. what are the benefits of finishing American high school? I would say if you're an international student, there are no benefits in finishing American high school because, for example, I don't know about your country, but in Russia, the situation is pretty easy to become a straight A student, which means getting just A's for your subjects. But if you go to American high school, there will be the language barrier, there will be the difference in curriculum barrier, and it's very probable that your GPA is will become lower when you're in America, which decreases your chances of getting accepted to high-ranking universities. What makes you happy? Great question. I think so. For me, happiness in life and like the meaning of life is using everything that I have, that my nature gave me, that my parents gave me, my talents, and using my time to grow them, to create positive impact, to enjoy everything that I'm doing. Like today, I really enjoyed having somebody put my makeup on and do my hair, and then have somebody take amazing pictures of me that I'm gonna post on Instagram. So yeah, like enjoying everything that I'm doing. Like when I'm doing something and I realize I do not enjoy it, I try to build everything around me in a way that I don't have to do it again. And so, for example, in terms of work, when we started the company, I had to work with all the clients. And it took like 90% of my time, which meant that I didn't have time to set vision for my company. I didn't know where it was going because every day I was just finding the right schools for clients, just calling schools and working with documents. And I realized that as a founder, I don't make any impact on my company because I'm just like, I'm doing robot stuff. And then like we had two ideas. First, automate. A lot of processes that can be automated. This is why LinguaTrip is like all online, all automated study abroad booking platform. And second thing is that founder of the company should not always do this, work that can be delegated. Of course, when you start the company, the best idea is to try and do everything yourself. So you know who to hire and you know how to instruct them because you have to understand every single process in your company. But then delegating is the most important thing. Like starting year 2, I think I stopped working with clients. So I try to delegate so I can concentrate on the vision, so I can notice things that I wouldn't have noticed if I just worked with clients. Like the process that I can automate, or something that would improve the conversion rates or whatever. So yeah, so doing activities that make me happy every day, this is what makes me happy. Yeah, it doesn't sound really, well, yeah, this is what it is. I want to come, can I get into some decent universities with good GRE or GMAT and no work experience? Of course, of course. You look very different. And I was like, who is this person? And I was like, who is this person? Yeah, I look very different. My mom, she was helping us today with a photo shoot. So she was driving us to different locations. And every time I came to the car, she's like, this is not you. This is not you. I'm like, no, Mom, this is me. It's just me wearing makeup and a different dress. And I like how the mic is here. I'm going to move it a little so we can have a better picture. Okay, that's better. Okay, and the next question. Hello, Maria. My career as a sales manager. Do you suggest to do IELTS exam? No, don't do it. You don't need it. As a sales manager, you need to sell more. No, take IELTS. Definitely not. Oh, with this makeup, you look like Anne Hathaway. This is what I try to remember. Today, so many people told me I look like somebody else, but not Anne Hathaway, and I think I look more like Anne Hathaway. Very beautiful. Thank you so much. What do you have in plans to start a German channel? I had it in plans this year, and I was like, definitely this year I'm shooting a video about Toefl in German. But the problem is I'm not ready to start a third channel. Already like having 2 channels that are completely different because, for example, I know that videos like when I am giving a tour of somebody else's apartment, like Russian people really like to sneak into other people's homes and watch how they live. On my American channel, Americans are not really interested in how British people live because how British people live. I'm sorry. If I watch the stats for two videos that are exactly the same but just in different languages, the stats will be completely different, which means that I cannot just copy every single video, and I have to think of new creative content for every channel. And I'm just not ready to do it for 3 channels because I'm also running a company full-time, and I also travel like crazy, and I also have these consultations. So yeah, I needed to prioritize, so I had to give up the idea of starting a German channel. Maybe later. Can you look like this more often? I will try, but I don't have this like offers for my subscribers that often to come and just put my makeup on for free and then take pictures of me. What citizenship do you have right now? I am a Russian citizen. Okay, and on to the next question. I'm just gonna renew whatever we have here. How many hours of sleep do you usually get? My favorite question. Actually, I try to sleep as much as I can because this is investment in my future health. And sleeping every day at least for 8 hours is really, really important. I had trouble sleeping for 8 hours lately because of the jet lag. I don't have it right now, but also I have a lot of things that I have to accomplish in the morning, like, I don't know, visa applications, or I have to travel somewhere. But yeah, I try to sleep as long as I can, but I go to bed at 1 a.m. probably, and I wake up 11 a.m. This is what my schedule looks like these days. And yeah, please try to sleep as much as you can. It's so important because during sleep, everything regenerates, like our brain regenerates and our skin produces new cells. It renews itself. So it's really, really important. Try to sleep at least 8 hours. It doesn't really matter, like your grades don't really matter if in 10 years you look like old and unhealthy and your brain starts to work slower. And all of the like job accomplishments wouldn't matter if in 10 years you cannot perform at the same level or at least a similar level. So please try to sleep. I also tell this to our employees because I know our employees like the company so much that sometimes they don't sleep and they work at night, and I tell them, like, guys, I'm sorry, but you need to sleep. Like, we really need to sleep to perform better. It's really important. How did you find your partner who helped you start the company? We just studied together. He was my classmate. How did you know he was the right one? That was pretty obvious because I didn't really want to start the company myself because I was all hesitant and I thought I might need to work first and then see how things go. And I had still 1 more year to do my bachelor's. But he was like, no, we're starting the company today. No, well, not like today, but this week, and I'm going to register it and whatever, so we just do it. So he was the one who like kicked me in the ass and said, oh, we're starting this business. Without him, I wouldn't do that. So yeah, I just knew he was the right one. I don't know. How did you do work in Silicon Valley? How do you afford living in SF? It's really tough. SF is really tough, really expensive. Like when I'm in St. Petersburg, I feel that I can do so many things. I can eat out all the time. I can visit beauty salons because prices are cheaper compared to San Francisco. But again, in San Francisco, I know what I'm paying for. I am paying for amazing people who live there. I am paying the Sunshine California tax, where I have opportunity to live without snow, and I hate snow and winter. Yeah. Okay. And the next question. Which university did you go in Germany? I went to Technische Universität Dresden, Dresden University of Technology. Okay, let me see some other questions. All right. I love you. 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 Thank you. I love you too. Can you tell me what's your motto in your life? As I said, enjoy every day. Every day do something, or just do things that make you happy. And do not exchange your life. No, don't do things in your life that make you unhappy. Don't waste your time on them. Try to optimize everything so you don't have to do those things. And try to develop your talents as much as you can. Like if you have good voice, good appearance, start a YouTube channel. I don't know if you have great figure, then do dancing, do whatever makes you happy. How is German food? German food is amazing. I like Bratwurst, Currywurst, which is a brilliant thing. Have you ever seen a shade, a spirit, or a ghost? I don't think, well, in a childhood, I used to see the small creatures that, I don't know the right name. Oh my God. Okay, there was this cartoon about Snow White, and she had 7 guys, small guys. I used to see them when I was a child. I don't see them anymore. How can I get into Harvard? You need to apply. You need to click that apply button and submit all of the documents. I bet you have forgotten how to speak Russian. Of course not. I'm in Russia. I have the whole Russian team and my Russian parents here. I speak Russian all the time. And I try to maintain my Russian because I know some, you know, what was the funniest thing? Some people come to America, they spend like 2 weeks in America, and immediately they have this American accent and they forget Russian words, or like they forget words from the language. And when they speak their own language, they just insert American words or English words all the time and speak with American accent. But no, I try to maintain my Russian speech. What do you think, Jon Snow? Who's Jon Snow? Okay. What do you think about the sound of Portuguese? I don't know. I like the sound of Italian. Portuguese is fine with me. Actually, I didn't really hear Portuguese, I think, a lot. I've heard a lot of Spanish because the blogger, Senor Cheto, he came to Russia in January to learn Russian, and we spent a whole week with him, showing him around St. Petersburg and telling him all about Russia and trying to put him through a lot of Russian experiences like sauna and lying naked in the snow and drinking vodka and talking to Russian girls. So yeah, I heard a lot of Spanish those days, and I think I like the sound of it. Nice makeup, thank you. St. Petersburg or California for the rest of your life? Oh, you know, I really love St. Petersburg in summer because San Francisco in summer, like right now, is so cold and raining all the time. St. Petersburg is pretty warm. Definitely winter, I would vote for California because, as I said, I hate snow. Marina, are you live? Yes, I am live. I'm here live with you. I love your videos. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching them. Lodza thirsty. Okay. When did you know kombucha? I think the question is, when did I find out about kombucha? I actually drank kombucha when I was a small child, because we had this mushroom, kombucha mushroom at home. But then I came to California and I saw kombucha on every single corner, every shop. Yeah. How do you manage time? Great question, because again, oh, I can show you my planner. Give me a moment. I'll be back. I'll show you my planner. Look at this cute thing. Actually, oops. Actually, one of our employees gave me this planner. It's called Oh My Big Plan. I have the same one in the United States. It's mint color. And that was my British visa application. But yeah, it has different, I'm sorry guys, this is Russian because it's from Russia, but it has different like quotes by famous people, how to be productive. And then it has a really cool layout, like tasks that I have to accomplish today, and then must-dos, and then letters, emails I have to write, and then some ideas, especially when I'm like preparing for my new video. I would put all of the ideas here, and then during the video, I will just look at it and remember the things I wanted to say. These are like my tasks for the next few days. So many. And also, another thing that I use is Google Calendar, which is pretty easy to use. I just plan everything, like my consultations here and all of my meetings. So I know whose birthday it's today and what kind of consultation I have today. Okay, let me look at the next question. US or Europe for life? That is, I don't know. Things change every year. Like, I love California. I also love south of France, but I don't speak any French. I love Italy, and I'm going to Italy in September. We'll see. I'll let you know. Once I settle, I'll let you know. She's ignoring me too. No, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just missing the question. I'm going up in the questions. Okay. Which business subject has more job opportunities in the USA? It depends. Again, do not rely on some statistics. Like, for example, this has more job opportunities. Of course, like good coders are in demand and good salespeople are in demand. There are also people who hate sales, who hate coding, who hate whatever, like marketing. So you don't have to do what you hate, you have to do what you love. And this is the first thing you should make your decision. You should base your decision on. Have you ever been to Texas? Not yet. We're actually 295 people. We're 5 people away from 300. Come on. Okay. I want to sit in. Which state do you live in? I live in California. Books that change your life and help you to achieve success. Book number 1, The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. Really practical advice that I used straight after reading the book. Second book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, which made me throw away so many things I had at home that I didn't really need. Like I had 300 people. Yay! Yay! Welcome, 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 number 300. Welcome, guys. Thank you. Don't forget to like. Because if you like, other people join. Maybe. I don't know. I just made this up. Okay, yeah, I was talking. How much time will you spend in Russia? I will be in Russia till the end of August. Then at the end of August, I have a meetup, which is on August 26th in St. Petersburg. And then I am going to London, and then I'm going to Italy. But I might go back to St. Petersburg in between. I don't know yet. You look so different today. Oh, somebody just came to this live stream to say that I look great today. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Yeah, I think the girl who put my makeup on would really appreciate it. I tried to film something for my Russian channel as well, so my Russian subscribers could also see me in my makeup. You just lose your faithful subscriber. I'm so sorry. What will you be, a celebrity or an entrepreneur if you're given a choice? I would be an entrepreneur, 100%. Because I like to create things. I like to make impact. Just being a celebrity, depends which celebrity, but you can also be a celebrity entrepreneur, like, again, Tim Ferriss or Elon Musk. I like that kind of fame. I really like being busy in different spheres, like having a blog and running a company and then trying to sing. By the way, my first music video is coming out pretty soon, finally. Okay. Are you move on to Italy? No, I'm not moving to Italy. My friend is getting married there and I'm attending her wedding. That's makeup for us. I'm sorry, that was makeup. That was for you, of course, because I took pictures for my Instagram, so you can see me in this makeup. But yeah, it also stayed on me for the live stream. Are you a coach? No, I'm not a coach. MBA waste of time depends. This is the question. I guess for a person, like if you're already in the Silicon Valley, gone through an accelerator, yes, MBA would be a waste of time because you already have your network. You already have, I'm gonna put my mic here so you can hear me better with the cookies. You're gonna have your network. You're gonna know what you know what you're doing if you're running your own startup. You don't really need to hear what an IPO is or finance. But if you are somewhere abroad, like I remember myself 3 years ago sitting in Russia and having no idea what I'm gonna do with my startup, how to grow it internationally, how to grow it at all, because I don't have that experience. An MBA seemed like a decent choice for me, and it seemed like an amazing decision to take myself to the United States and then to try and grow my company from the United States. So I think for many people, that will be a great, great opportunity in their lives. For some people, that would be a total waste of time. So I have a video about, is MBA a waste of time? For me right now, yes. For me 3 years ago, no, not a waste of time. How many languages do you speak and why? I speak Russian because I was born in Russia. I speak English because I live in the States, and I've always dreamed about living somewhere in an English-speaking country. I speak German because I've always dreamed of getting education in Germany, which I had. I made a semester abroad. And I speak a little Italian just because I liked Italian. And you see, just liking the language is not a good motivation because I stopped learning it. Because in my list of priorities, of course, it went down because I don't really use it and I don't really need it. I just love the way it sounds, and I really regret that I won't be able to speak a lot of Italian when I come to Italy at the end of September. But this is life. You have to prioritize. Some things are left unaccomplished, and that's okay. Hi, Lingua from France. I love how people call me Lingua. Actually, my name is Marina. Lingua is just I don't know, Lingua Marina is something I created for YouTube. I made it up, but my name is Marina. But I like how people, especially from India, they call me Lingua. Like, hey, Lingua. I'm Marina. I don't speak Russian, but I still, I don't speak Russian, but I still watch your Russian channel. That's so hilarious. Okay, thank you, by the way. Which language do you advise me to learn, French or Deutsch? I would say Deutsch. I don't know, because I learned German. I think, well, French is used in France and Switzerland. German is used in Germany, Switzerland, and Austria. I don't know whether that makes any difference to you, but I would say German. But again, you should ask yourself as well. How are your days going in Russia? Really busy. Like every day I have something new. Today I had a photo shoot. Yesterday I had to do like a hospital thing. Had to go to my doctor. On Sunday I had to work. I don't remember. On Friday I'm going to Moscow. Saturday I'm in Moscow. Then I have to buy a lot of things for my YouTube because when we're in London we're gonna shoot a lot of stuff. So I need some equipment for that, and also shooting videos for you guys and seeing my parents. And oh wow, there are so many things I'm doing in Russia right now. No free time at all. A book to read, no novel. Read the 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss, or The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. You look like young female version of Elon Musk. Oh my God, this is such a cool compliment. I hope that in 20 years, or how old is he? You're gonna say that I am a female version of Elon Musk as well, based on my accomplishments. Thank you so much. Who's your favorite singer? In English, I really like Lily Allen because I fell in love with her when I was 16, when I was dreaming of getting a British accent, and she sings with a really nice British accent, so I tried to copy her. That's how I fell in love with her songs and learned everything by heart. Then I heard her singing Keen, the band, also from Great Britain, and I started listening to them. And then I have this Russian guy, Russian singer who I love since I was 6, and I still listen to him for 21 years. Oh my God, maybe more. Okay. I don't have a single penny and want to study either in America or in Canada. How can I do that? You have to look for scholarships and assistantships and financial aid. Exactly what I've done 3 years ago when I had like $100 maybe, and I wanted to study in the States. And I researched all of the opportunities. So I had a an opportunity award by the American government, which covered all of the exam costs for me first, and then I have received assistantships from major universities to help me cover the fees and accommodation, whatever. Where is all the makeup from today? Okay. Studying in Poland, I don't know. I know some people who study there, but again, I know them because they want to study in the States. They want to transfer, or they want to graduate from Poland and then go to the USA, but this might be just the specific of my work because that's what we do. Do L1 visa guys need to pay tax for US government? I guess you pay tax to the US if you earn money in the US. So definitely from your American income, but for the rest, I think you need to consult a CPA. I don't really know. Can you name when you read the questions? Yes, I'm trying to do that. If I forget, then I just forgot, but normally I do that. Is it a good idea to live in Moscow? It depends. If you are okay with -30 in winter, -30 Celsius, maybe -20, and sometimes snow stays till April. If you're okay with that, then yes. If you're not, then maybe not. I don't know. For me, like the biggest challenge is winter. How many questions can you read in 1 minute? If I'm not reading them aloud, I can read like 100 maybe, but if I'm reading them aloud, maybe like 3. Did you watch Game of Thrones? No, thanks God, I saved my time and haven't watched them. But I know many friends who are like dying to see the new episode. No, I haven't. But I watched The Suits and the Silicon Valley. Okay, let's see. Ha ha ha, great comment. Do you believe that free ESL courses work for TOEFL students? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I know a lot of free ESL courses that are not worth wasting your time on because they are free and the quality is really low and the teacher is not interested and the student's not interested and the atmosphere is not really productive. Sometimes they're good, but that happens rarely. I don't really know any like really good ones, but I had some students who shared their experience and they said they were pretty good. The first time ever I saw your face, I thought the sun rose in your eyes. Wow, that is so beautiful. Thank you. What exactly are you doing on business? What exactly? The company is a study abroad booking platform, like language course booking platform. What I do almost everything. I do, well, bits of everything. I do finance. I communicate with our marketing team. I try to work on the product as well. I do like all of the Q&A with our clients. I do private consultations. I just wrote a book for our company, how to get into American universities, but it's only in Russian right now. But I will gradually translate it into English. Okay, I need to block somebody here. And this guy as well. Oh my God. Okay. Oops. Uh-oh, sorry. Is it possible to get a proper job if your degree is not from a popular university? Of course. It depends on how much you hustle. I know so many guys who graduated from a really small unknown university, but they hustle like crazy and they end up in the Silicon Valley running their company and raising $2 million on it. Like, university is a good step, but if you don't have it, if you already missed that period of life when you went to a university, then your hustle can get you anywhere. Snapchat ID, it's Lingua Marina, but I haven't posted in a while. When Instagram introduced stories, and if you agree with that, I think once they introduced stories, Snapchat just faded away for those who use Instagram. I know that many Americans are still using Snapchat, but I don't know, I just use WhatsApp for messages and Instagram for stories. Tips to get into Stanford University. Look at their average class profile and compare yourself. Compare your GPA, compare your standardized test scores, compare your accomplishments, work experience, and and then see if it's worth applying, because they accept applications from everyone, but they're not accepting everyone. And the application itself costs around $250 up to $300 depending on the program. So really make sure that your profile is good enough for Stanford. And tips for 2018 would be the same. Just be creative in your personal statement, your motivation letter. Only apply if your GMAT or Gre score matches the average, and if your TOEFL is enough to get into the program, which is pretty high for Stanford. It's 106. Please release your 500 startup demonstration speech video. It's all released. You can just Google LinguaTrip 500 startups. Not Google, search it for it on YouTube. LinguaTrip 500 startups, and you will see me with long hair, really long, like that long, and beautiful dress, speaking on the stage with a Russian, British, American accent. Give your Instagram ID. Okay. By the way, let's check likes, because just before the live stream, I posted a new picture, and the new picture looked like this. And beautiful, right? The makeup girl is a true fairy. Okay, so yeah, it has almost 2,000 likes. So my Instagram name is Lingua Marina. Same as YouTube. Please subscribe. I will be happy to see you there. And I'm posting, I'm trying to post a picture every day, and I'm definitely posting stories every day if I'm feeling well. 290 watching. I know, they just like the viewer, the number of viewers goes up and down all the time, up and down. It's 280, then it's 305, then it's 290, because I guess people are just coming in and leaving, and then coming back or staying or whatever. Have you watched Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith? No, I'm sorry. I haven't really watched a lot of movies because I don't have a lot of time for it. But TV shows, yeah, they are so addictive. So once you start, you kind of quit. But with movies, they're like longer. They're 2 hours or an hour and a half. And normally I don't have that much of time. Can normal people join Good US schools? Normal. What is normal? Am I normal? Of course, all of the people I know from Stanford are normal. They are smart, but they're normal. They have like 2 legs, 2 arms. Oh no, that's not a definition of normal. No. The definition of normal is, you know, they can respond, they can talk. Have you lost some weight lately? No, guys, I have. So I weighed 49 kilos all the time. Water is essential, drink. Yes, water is essential, drink a lot. How did you learn English before TOEFL? I have been learning English since I was 4. So I've learned a lot of English before TOEFL. For TOEFL, I just did basic preparation, which is really important. I got myself acquainted with the test. I got myself acquainted with the tasks and with the time that I have to take the test and with the type of tasks. Offer us a smile. Offer. No. Okay. Sorry, I'm reading the questions. I'm trying to pick up the right one. I'm like, oh, sorry. Hi from South Korea. Hello, Korea. I'm hoping you open a channel in Spanish someday. I don't speak a word. Well, I speak a couple of words in Spanish, but not enough for a channel. But there is a Spanish version of LinguaTrip. I'm your new subscriber. Hello, let's welcome a new subscriber. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. We actually have 108,000 subscribers. That is so cool. I actually need to ask YouTube to get a verified sign next to my name, so I can be verified, and also I can order my YouTube button. I've already ordered one for my Russian channel, but it takes ages to ship it. I think it takes 6 months. Wow, you're absolutely gorgeous, and that's the least interesting thing about you. Wow. Interesting phrase. Is there anyone from Brazil working with you? We had an intern from Brazil. If not, can I be the first? Guys, if you want to join our company, there is an email, cv@linguatrip.com. We're actually looking for people from all over the world. The most important criteria is for you to know the study abroad market, to know the key partners, because it will be easier for you to onboard with the company. If you don't know anything but you want to intern, then we can only offer you like an intern position. So yeah, shoot an email to cv@linguatrip.com with your resume, and maybe if you could write down the position that you want in the subject of the email, that would be great. And we have a team who is hiring all the time for our company. So yeah, that would be great, especially from Brazil. And Spanish speakers. IELTS or TOEFL for the USA. For the USA, I would say TOEFL because, for example, Harvard doesn't accept IELTS. I love your vlog. You're amazing. Thank you. What's the best dentistry university in Russia? The one that I used to live nearby. That's the first medical university in St. Petersburg. I think it's the best in dentistry because I know some people from Brazil. Again, we had so I have an apartment in St. Petersburg, and we had a guy from Brazil who studied dentistry who came here to Russia to the first medical university of St. Petersburg to study dentistry, because he said like Russia is one of the best places to do that and really cheap compared to like America to do a medicine degree. Do you plan to go to IT Summit in Lisbon in November? No, I know the Web Summit. I know some people in the Silicon Valley who told me this conference is a waste of time because like all of those people who come there, all of the top speakers actually live in the Silicon Valley, and there are smaller events in the Silicon Valley where you can meet those people face to face and get acquainted with them. And on the Web Summit, you just go there and there are thousands of people, thousands of startups, and you don't make really personal connections. I don't know, maybe this conference works for other people. For me, I don't really travel to conferences these days because there's so many things I need to do at home. Okay, will you be able to watch the solar eclipse from St. Petersburg? I haven't really thought about it. I watch the solar eclipse like every day here because the moon is so big. I think it's big in every country actually, but and the sunset is so beautiful. The sunsets here are amazing. What is your Gre Score? I've never taken it. Do you have brother or sister? No, I'm a single, spoiled child. I don't have any brothers or sisters. I have a cousin who's my my father has a sister, and his sister has a son, and he's my cousin. He's now in South Carolina doing his work and travel. And I also have a distant cousin who is Elena. You know her. She lives in San Francisco, works for Citibank. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I see myself a happy person, doing whatever makes me happy in 5 years. Can you say something in Russian, please? Друзья, время заканчивать этот стрим. I said that unfortunately it's time to finish this live stream because it's 11 p.m. in Russia, and I might shoot something else so I still have my makeup. But yeah, it's time for me to go to bed because tomorrow is a tough day. I have consultations and I have to go to the office because we have some people who work in other countries. They're visiting St. Petersburg these days to meet us in person. So yeah, I have to be in the office tomorrow. I have to do so many things. You've seen my diary. You've seen like how many tasks I have in here. So many. So yeah, I need to work. I'm from the Bay Area. How do I make the #1 music app? Okay. That's a question for our next stream. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, thank you so much. Again, thank you for your compliments and kind words. And I will see you on my Instagram. And I will see you next Tuesday, 10 p.m., same time. And new vlog is coming soon. Bye-bye.